Fellow Nigerians and friends of Nigeria, you are welcome again to our series of videos titled Project Nigeria. In one of the videos we did, part of the response we got, I will share with you. Somebody asked a serious question. We talked about wicked problems, and this gentleman, his question was, and I'll quote him, "Are you saying that Nigerians are wicked people?" I understand the gentleman's confusion, but I'll quickly answer him here. Nigerians are not wicked people, but as human beings, we're all capable of acts of wickedness. It's called the human condition. But Nigerians are not wicked people. And as a matter of fact, if you have encountered a Nigerian, especially outside Nigeria, you will agree with me that the average Nigerian wants your best interest. He has your best interest at heart. And everybody outside Nigeria who has encountered a Nigerian will attest to the fact that the first thing a Nigerian wants you to do is improve yourself. Just like he wants to. The first thing a Nigerian wants you to do is go back to school. And it is not by accident that the Nigerian community here in the United States of America is the most educated amongst all the tribes, all the people in this here United States. Nigerians want you, first and foremost, to improve your life, to be better than what you were. Actually, the unspoken motto of an average Nigerian is the only way it should be is better than it was. So Nigerians are not wicked people. And look, I will refer you to something I read about Anthony Bourdain. You remember Anthony Bourdain? Parts Unknown. He used to travel all over the world, taste the cuisine from different peoples all over the world. Anthony Bourdain, God rest his soul, in 2017 went to Lagos. Lagos, it's Nigeria's commercial nerve center, and with a population of 20 million people. 20 million people. Lagos is a city. Lagos is also a state. The state has 20 million people. And this is what Anthony Bourdain had to say about Nigeria when he went. And I quote, "Nigeria is a difficult place to shoot." And I'm sure he was talking about shooting the video, Parts Unknown, Lagos. "An even more difficult place to live, unless you are among the tiny minority of super rich." And he goes on to say, it's on his website, by the way, explorepartsunknown.com/Lagos. And he goes on to say, "But it is also an incredibly inspiring place." This is what Anthony Bourdain had to say about Nigeria. "But it is also an incredibly inspiring place, with perhaps the hardest working, most enterprising, most optimistic population I have ever encountered. The food and the music are a reflection of that vitality and strength." In his video, by the way, it's on YouTube. In his video, this is an extraction of what the video had to say about Lagos, the commercial nerve center of Nigeria. of Lagos, he says, Lagos, Nigeria's megacity, one of the most dynamic, unrestrained, and energetic expressions of free market capitalization or capitalism and do-it-yourself entrepreneurship on the planet. I will repeat that. Of Lagos, he said, Lagos, Nigeria's megacity, one of the most dynamic, unrestrained, and energetic expressions of free market capitalism and do-it-yourself entrepreneurship on the planet. He didn't say in Africa, he said on the planet. Lagos is a testament to the resilience and to the ingenuity of the Nigerian spirit. Unquote. If you have ever encountered a Nigerian, I'm sure you will agree with me, or you will agree with Anthony Bourdain's description of Nigerians. Well, my name is Victor Linfun, and this is Atlantis TV. In our last video, we talked about the effects. We briefly talked about the effect of the divide and rule policy the British implemented in Nigeria. Somebody once pointed out to me that, well, the policy of divide and rule wasn't only in Nigeria, it was also in India. But I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about Nigeria. The Indians can talk about the effects of divide and rule in their country. I'm talking about the effects of divide and rule in Nigeria. Well, the consequence of banding different peoples together and sowing seeds of distrust amongst the people is the wicked problem we call Nigeria today. So, how do we solve this problem? Well, for one, we have to decide what a successful country means to us. And as a guide, I will refer you to a recording made by one gentleman. His name is Earl Nightingale, I think sometime in the 60s. And this recording is also on YouTube, it's free. And in this recording titled The Strangest Secret, and Earl Nightingale described success, and I quote, as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And he goes on to say, if a man is working toward a predetermined goal and knows where he is going, that man is a success. If he's not doing that, he's a failure. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Rollo May, the distinguished psychiatrist, wrote a wonderful book called Man's Search for Himself. And in this book, he says the opposite of courage is not cowardice, it is conformity. And there you have the trouble today. Conformity. People acting like everyone else without knowing why, without knowing where they're going. But why do people conform? Well, they don't know really. These people believe that their lives are shaped by circumstances, by things that happen to them, by exterior forces. And he goes on to say, here's the key to success and the key to failure. Very important point. Here is the key to success and the key to failure. So when you're thinking about success in terms of Nigeria, this is the key. We become what we think about. Now, let me say that again. We become what we think about. Throughout all history, the great wise men and teachers, philosophers and prophets have disagreed with one another on many different things. It is only on this one point that they are in complete and unanimous agreement. Listen to what Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, said. A man's life is what his thoughts make of it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said this: a man is what he thinks about all day. William James said, the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. He also said this: if you only care enough for a result, you will almost certainly attain it. If you wish to be rich, you will be rich. If you wish to be learned, you will be learning. If you wish to be good, you will be good. Only you must then really wish these things and wish them exclusively and not wish them at the same time with 100 other incompatible things. And he goes on to say, just as strongly in the Bible, you read in Mark 9:23, Mark chapter 9, verse 23, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale said this is one of the greatest laws in the universe. Fervently do I wish I had discovered it as a very young man. It dawned upon me much later in life, and I found it to be one of the greatest, if not my greatest discovery outside of my relationship to God. And the great law, briefly and simply stated, is that if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. That is the simple fact which is at the basis of an astonishing law of prosperity and success in 3 words: believe and succeed. We become what we think about. Now it stands to reason that a person who is thinking about a concrete and worthwhile goal is going to reach it, because that's what he's thinking about. And we become what we think about. Conversely, the man who has no goal, who doesn't know where he's going, and whose thoughts must therefore be thoughts of confusion and anxiety and fear and worry, becomes what he thinks about. His life becomes one of frustration, fear, anxiety, and worry. And if he thinks about nothing, he becomes nothing. Unquote. Now, can you extrapolate this quote to the Nigerian situation? When the name Nigeria comes to your mind, what do you think about?